Yo, my boy.
What's good?
What up with you? How you living?
Know what I'm saying? We good. We good. Can't complain about anything. How we doing today?
It's good, gang. It's good. It's Friday. Happy Friday.
For sure.
Everybody living good. Everybody living good. You know what I'm saying? We got picks and friends today. Uh, might have some guests pull through. Might have some guests pull through. Appreciate everybody that's you know what I'm saying, that's watching. Drop your comments. Drop where you at. Drop where you from in the chat. Um,
For sure.
Yeah, man, interact with us. Interact with us. It's Picks and Friends Friday, so it's good. Drop your comments. Drop where you
Oh,
at. Drop where you from. Yeah,
my
you
fault.
loud.
My fault again.
Nah, you straight. Um, yeah, man. How you living though? What's up?
Uh, ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's the weekend. I get to enjoy it. Definitely got to work tomorrow, but it's all cool.
Yeah,
We got
yeah,
the day off,
yeah, yeah,
Sunday
yeah.
off.
Got a
I get to
good.
watch them week commanders Sunday morning, so
It's always a blessing to get to watch your team on Sunday
for sure.
or Monday in my case. We'll see. Nonetheless, it is Friday. It is some college football happening right now. Have you looked at it? Have you been checking in on it? It's 3-3. Clemson is tied with Louisville right now.
Mm.
Uh, Started the second quarter. Give me. I'm glad I picked Louisville, man. I have no faith in them dudes.
I don't, but I low key need Clemson to win. But
You do need Clemson to win.
I don't know if that's gonna be possible. But hey, they close right now, so we're
Yeah,
gonna see. But
we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Um, and then obviously we talked about all of the college games for the week, but I don't think we got to NBA last week, or not last week, but on Wednesday. I don't think we got to the NBA. Uh,
oh
which means we didn't get to talk about Nico getting fired. I
yeah,
want to start there. What do you think about Nico getting fired? Obviously, Dirk came out and said what he said today, which I thought was big because I think when it first happened, everybody was like, "Did Dirk really step away from the organization?" And then like later on, we found out like a couple weeks later, like, nah, he was dead serious. Like he was done with them. He was upset with Nico. He was done with the Dallas organization, and he wasn't having it. So obviously he came out and said this should have happened in the summer and all of that good stuff. So you know, what do you think? And where do they go from here?
firstly, the writing was on the wall. The writing was on the wall for Nico. Regardless,
Yeah,
they had to be a championship contending team for him to save his job, and they won't that. They not that right now. And like you can say, AD out. He missed it. What I think today makes his eighth straight game he missed. Kyrie out. He's still recovering from his injury. So it's like it's hard, but my script was always this. Whenever they first traded Luca, if I owned the Mavs, I said I would fire Nico in the offseason. I'm going
yeah,
to Luca and I'm offering him the Brink truck. Like, we don't agree with Nico. We love you. The fans will love you how they back. The city will love you. Blah blah blah. It's home. You ain't been gone too long. Just come back. See what he say. And then now I still got all of them. That's what I would do. But far as Nico, I think he thought he was bigger than a program. He give me Jerry Krause vibes. Not to say, and Jerry Krause was the champion, so don't get me wrong. He obviously knew what he was talking about, but in
yeah.
terms,
But Cross from what the end of the three-peat, the 98, 99 Cross.
yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I'm saying. Like I feel like Nico felt he was bigger than a program that he could just interchange anybody and like, oh, they'll be able to compete. It's not really like that, especially when you have a beloved superstar.
yeah,
You don't trade him. You do whatever you can do to make sure he get in shape or whatever the case may be, but you don't trade him. So you add that with the you know what I'm saying? The feedback he got from the trade was all negative from the fan base, from former players like Dirk we was talking about. You know what I'm saying? All of that was negative. So you had to be great. The team had to be great for you had any chance to keep going on. And they just didn't do that. So Nico writing was on the wall. He was getting fired eventually, no matter what. And it happened earlier because they're 2-9 or whatever they is right now. And they too many games under 500. And it's like we ain't trade Luka to be in poverty.
Yeah.
But now they are. So I ain't surprised. That's really the bottom line.
I think it was a tough one because, you know, everything that we know about Nico Harrison goes back to the beginning of his relationship with Kobe Bryant. And I think it's tough because I understand where he was coming from in the sense that the greatest thing he had ever seen or the greatest thing he had ever worked with was Kobe Bryant. You know, from the beginning of their days at Nike. That's how the deal got done. Rob Pelinka, him and Rob were really good friends and all of that good stuff. So I thought it was interesting. Because you have to at some point, and I can't wait for whoever gets to interview him, because at some point you're gonna have to tap into the mindset of Nico Harrison to really figure out what his reasoning was. And I guess I understand it. But I'm gonna be honest, as I look back on this trade, it dawned on me at one point that the Lakers might have given up AD without Luka. Like it's dawning on me now that the Lakers lucked out for their post LeBron era. But if you think about everything that the Lakers are doing right now, it's in the face of Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic. Clearly, this is their team. They didn't give LeBron his they didn't pick up LeBron's option this summer. You know, they didn't tell LeBron a lot of stuff that's going on behind the scenes. It's very clear that they're allowing LeBron to ride out on his high horse and that they weren't going to give him up and they weren't going to send him anywhere. They were going to grant all of his wishes, but that their relationship is very quickly coming to an end. And so it's interesting to me that he felt like he had to move AD. Now, obviously, this is hindsight, so we don't know for sure if the Lakers would have been willing to move AD, but I think for the right price, and I think that it didn't have to be Luka. I think you could have still gotten what you wanted and not given up Luka if you're Nico Harrison. I think this felt very personal. Obviously, we all know it felt personal, but it's just dawning on me that the Lakers might have been ready to tear this whole thing down anyway, and might have been willing to. And especially if this is how they're moving with LeBron right now, with a 40-year-old LeBron that's obviously declining, and not declining in terms of play, but just in terms of health and in terms of longevity at this point. Like you saw it in the playoffs last year. You're like, listen, he's obviously still the best basketball player on the court. He's tired like we've never seen. People are just running by him at this point. Like he doesn't have what looks to be full NBA seasons left in him. So that being said, was AD the future that Rob Pelinka wanted? I'm not sure. I think you could have gotten AD without giving up Luka, honestly. But that's how I feel about it. Nico though, Nico's cooked, bro. I don't know who in sports business will deal with. I mean, there's got to be a company that he can work for.
Oh, for sure.
There's got to be something that he can do
because
we know what he did with Nike. But in terms of running a sports team again, he will never again in his life get his hands on a sports team. He'll have to buy one. And Jerry Jones that thing. Hey, I'm the owner, president, and GM. Yeah. That's what he's gonna have to do to get his hands on another sports team. Because I don't think anybody will ever hire him to be a GM again. That's just not the type of move.
Not at all.
That's just not the type of move you make. So I thought it was interesting, but what do you think he does next?
Honestly, no idea. He probably go back to something. I mean, I don't know. Honestly, does he wait and try to and see if he can find another GM job? If somebody willing to interview him, I don't know. because they did get to the finals while he was the GM, but they lost to the Celtics, and then you traded your superstar after that.
Yeah.
So what everybody remembers right now is the fact that you traded Luka, and then we watching Luka put up 40 on every single night to start the season. It's like you traded him for AD, who ain't been on the court for you guys. So like that's all we remember right now. That's all they gonna remember when they look at you. So like, who wants to be like, can't trust you? You might trade our best player away. Like, I don't know, but he gonna have to probably start back. He can maybe he can find somebody front office role that doesn't really mess with like personnel wise, but
Just business side.
yeah, the business side, because he used to be involved with Nike, he probably could find some way there and then kind of make the jump back if he get lucky. But like, that's the only thing I can picture him doing right now, unless he like, man, I'm gonna wash my hands with it all and we just gonna chill, collecting my funds. Don't know what his personal life looked like, if he got kids, wife, anything like that, but could wash his hands with all that and say, we had a good run. I'm cooling, but my number one option for him is probably get in the business side of a team or a company, and then probably kick it there for a little bit, and then if somebody comes calling, who knows? But he can't be my GM. I know that much.
Hey, last thing I'm gonna say on Nico is, I think I think this whole thing is interesting. Like I said, I'm ready for whatever interview. Whoever gets the interview is going triple platinum, right?
No doubt.
The interview is going triple platinum, and I can't wait for the tell all. That'll be a great thing to watch. Nonetheless, Jaylen Brown is out there hooping like he's trying to win some games. What? You look disappointed a little bit. Like, I know you don't believe in tanking, but he's shooting the highest true shooting percentage of his career. He's like 53%. Yeah, he's like 53% for mid range, averaging his career high in points right now. What is he doing? Is he the only one in Boston that doesn't have the memo that y'all trying to go and get a top 3 pick, or like what he got?
None of them got the memo. The other ones just ain't good enough to command a game like that. Like, they still get off, but you know what Jaylen Brown's gonna do. He trying to get to that mid-range shot. Don't care how he get to it. He gonna put his head down, get to the cup a little bit, and if you let him shoot threes, he gonna put some up. But this year he been kind of taking less of them because he now know I got to be the one to attack and kind of facilitate sometimes. That's also been helpful, but he locked in. Like I say, no JT. You finally get to showcase. JT played without JB. Everybody's seen what JT could do. Although they lost to Brooklyn in the playoffs that year and 5 games, I believe, JT stole 1 game and went for 40. Jaylen Brown now has his season where no JT. I need to show everybody that I'm still one of them ones. Like we was talking about the other one maybe a week or two ago about people thinking he better than Tatum. If that folks should vote, but the point I'm making is, like, when we lost to Miami in 22, I think, or 23, whatever it was, when Tatum rolled his ankle, and we got all the left hand jokes. Then we came back. He not a real, you know what I'm saying? He not a real facilitator. He get all his, or because of Tatum's gravity, Brown get easier looks at the basket to be productive. Well, this year he is the number one, and teams are trying to stop him, and they can't. He's showing y'all that when him and JT's on the court together, you have 2 of the best wings in all of NBA. And I think he got something to prove. It's probably less about playoffs. Well, it's about the playoffs. They want to play in the postseason. I don't know if they remember the last time they ain't played in the postseason. They want to play in the postseason. But I think it's more about respect this year for Jaylen Brown. And I think that has a lot to do with why, he's snapping right now. But for sure, he's doing his thing. They probably they what 6 and 7, 6 and 8, something like that right now. I expect them to float around 500. Might be a couple games over, might be a couple games under, but I don't see them like 10, 20 wins over 500. So like whatever they at right now is probably what you're gonna get throughout the year. But Jaylen Brown, he'll make first team, second team, third team, one of the all NBA teams.
Is
So
this sustainable over the course of 82 games for him?
I guess that's what we all trying to figure out now.
Yeah.
Can he consistently do this when he's number one? And then we'll see. But I think he can do it. I don't see why he can't. I think growth is big. You know what I'm saying, for everybody. Everybody got to develop. I think this is the best time for him to learn more about himself. I don't think nobody doubts the fact that he can score the basketball. I think we all know he can get his, and he's a good defender. But I feel like, at least for me, being a Celtics fan, I need you to take the next step as a facilitator, like Jason Tatum did. And I'm not saying he needs to be as good a facilitator as Tatum, but we need to know we can rely on you to get other players involved and not, you know what I'm saying, not turn the ball over. That's where he needs to work on his assist to turnover ratio and being a facilitator. And once we work them kinks out and he still can get to the cup, consistent on the mid range, hit the outside shot, we got two wings that can do it all. That's a good recipe when you try and build everybody else around them. So it's gonna be interesting to see. But we're gonna see. Like I say, it's a long season, and the question of sustainability is gonna be a good question because they just don't have any other firepower to that level. Like Anthony or Simons can get a bucket,
He can
but
get a bucket. He don't play no defense. He can't play no defense worth a lick though.
right. So like we're gonna see, but it's like I say, this is the first year that the Celtics don't really have any expectations, and that's a blessing and a curse, depending on how you want to look at it. But so with that, I want to see when they 20, 30 games into the year, kind of where they at then and kind of evaluate what they can be at that point. I still think they're trying to find a rhythm as a team, a new group without JT. So we're gonna see.
Moving on. What is going on in Golden State? Are they cooked?
They just gotta get healthy.
It's health, but they throwing folks under the bus over there. They talking about folks ain't taking nothing for the team. What's going on? It's not nothing new, but usually you know exactly who it is. Usually we can all just point at Jonathan Kuminga and be like, bro, if you just do your job, you'll be all right. And this year, of anybody that's actually doing their job, it's Jonathan Kuminga, which is very interesting for the recipe of success because we always thought like, oh, if Jonathan Kuminga can come along and do what he's supposed to do, they'll be fine. They might get back to another chip. It's not looking like that's the case right now, and maybe they just need to settle in. But I don't know if it's just health. It's seeming like folks upset with Draymond,
of course.
Folks upset with Jimmy, folks upset with Pods. They upset with everybody except for Kuminga right now.
You can't really ask. Kuminga kind of changed the way he was trying to hoop. Like you could see it in the first couple games. I know they were saying he got injured, he was playing on injury, and now they got all of that going on. But the main problem, I think, one, Draymond, he's a hothead, but I don't know if he's a good mentor.
Yeah.
Because his personality. Like, you gotta let them young guys kind of grow sometimes. Like they need a hard, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta get on them, but sometimes you gotta let them grow and do what they can do. And I don't think Draymond be trying to let them do that. But on the back end, I just think Draymond got to understand that he's on the back end of his career, and you got some other guys that's entering a front year trying to enter their prime. And like we all know the team, Steph and Jimmy, like they're gonna go however far them two lead them. But you're gonna need the young guys like Kuminga, like Potts, like Moses Moody. This is their year to kind of step up and they're going to be the ones to determine how far they can actually go, especially when we get to postseason, because they don't have to play a lot of important minutes. Something they haven't really been doing. Like Kaminga in and out the lineup last year. You can say the same thing about Moses in and out the lineup because you know how Curl get. Play you 3 weeks straight, and you might not touch the floor again for a month. And then Pods, he seemed to be the one getting the most consistent play, like in terms of minutes, but his play on the court is not the most consistent. He could look out there one day and you be like, damn, third splash brother. Like, and the next moment he out there, you be like, how is he even employed? So they're gonna have to find they young guys. I think the young guys gonna have to step up. And I think a part of that is Draymond trying to call them out, but I don't know if that's beneficial to do in the media because Draymond, the rep you have, and like a lot of them still been there. We know what happened with Poole. We know what happened with KD. We know you have a tendency to believe I'm bigger than the program too, and you are an important piece. But all them checks you be writing, and only one person cashing them junks, and his name is Stephen Curry.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting to see. I think if they can find their rhythm together, they can do a lot of wonderful things. But along the camaraderie got to be there, and that's gonna be the biggest question with all them different personalities in that locker room to see if they can ever really get that together.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. I think I think as they've gotten older, I think they just have to find a way to mesh their games now. I don't know that. It's interesting because Draymond is still exactly who Draymond is. Draymond's game will translate as long as Draymond wants to play because he was never
like a high flyer kind of
like a 25-point game scorer.
Yeah, I lean on my athleticism or anything like that. So
yeah, he was one of the true first like real point forwards. Like I'm talking about a real point guard at the forward position, not just a, you know what I'm saying? Like I can guard 1 through 5, but I'm also playing point guard on the other side. Like he was always a point guard. But I think it's interesting. And then going back to Dallas, really, Clay coming off the bench, I think is interesting. That's just showing you where the age is of all of those guys right now. Clay coming off the bench is something that you just quite never thought you would, you know what I'm saying, you would see for real. But so then you go to Golden State and you're looking at it and you like, as they're getting older, how do their games mesh? And I'm not sure I'm seeing it exactly how, you know, even when we made our NBA predictions at the beginning of the season, you had them, you know what I'm saying, making another finals run. Because you was like, all right, well, if Steph can stay healthy, we seen what they was doing come playoff time. And I think it's interesting because you got to get to the playoffs, and then if you're them, you're hoping that you don't catch like a, you know what I'm saying, that you're not too low where you're catching like a 1 seed or something like that. That's where things will get ugly. And that's why I think I was kind of skeptical on them making another finals appearance. Just because if you're OKC and you run into, or if you're Golden State and you run into OKC come first round of the playoffs, that's not something I think you want to see. Yeah. Now you can catch. I don't know if you want to see Anthony Edwards either. Obviously, we know he's the OG slayer. It's just Anthony Edwards' biggest problem is when he running into his peers in the playoffs. That's his biggest problem. But I don't know if they'll have a high enough seed to make a real run at the finals again. I don't know. Now obviously they're kind of in that, if you make a football reference at it, that's kind of like Patrick Mahomes. Like if he make it to the playoffs, you got to be a little worried if he coming your way. If he coming to your stadium, you know what I'm saying, or your arena in basketball, if he coming to your arena in the playoffs, you like, all right, bro, I don't want to see Steph Curry, you know what I'm saying, come playoff time. But I don't know. That's interesting because it doesn't look too pretty over there right now. And they started off the season decent. So yeah. We'll see what happened. I think as they catch their rhythm and their groove, they'll be fine, but it's not pretty right now. Going back to Anthony Edwards though, is Minnesota a real contender? They look real quiet over there right now. They're like quietly winning games. They're quietly winning games, but are they a real contender? Or have they reached their ceiling? Do you think you know what you get from them?
I think it's more you know what you get from them than them. I'm not gonna say they're not a contender because they have been in positions in the last few years to get there. Like they played, if I'm not mistaken, Luca and them beat
Yeah. Luka and
yeah,
them beat them 2 years
yeah, so
ago.
they were in a position to get there, but I'm not I'm not big on the fit for their team right now in terms of like Ant, McDaniels, Randall, and Gobert. I think that's where they problems align. Like through the regular season, you can get away with it because playoff basketball is different and the spacing to get smaller and smaller. I don't know a team that can't really space the floor like they think they can. Because obviously Randall can shoot, but he's not like a spot up shooter. He's more, I need, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to post up. I'm going to get the ball. I might hold it 10, 15 seconds in the shot clock and see if I can get something. And then we're going to pass it off stagnant. And then Jaden McDaniels, he's inconsistent.
You never
He'll
know
show
what you're
you
gonna get from him on the offensive end.
that's what I'm saying. He'll show you that, like, man, he could be really elite if he can develop that side of the basketball. And then you watch him a couple games and be like, no wonder why they leaving you open, boy. You don't got no confidence. So it's
Honestly, if I'm being real, you want to know who he remind me of for real? He remind me of JB, early JB. Remember when JB was like in the beginning of his career, he was like all world defender. I'm talking about like box fade JB. Like
yeah,
you was like, man, he's an all world defender. Imagine if he can play. Imagine if he can start to play some offense. And then his offensive game started to develop, and now he's Jaylen Brown. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's who Jaden McDaniels kind of remind me of. Like he was at one point in his early in JB career, he was an all world defender that you was like he shows flashes of offense. He shows flashes of being a really capable offensive player. I just don't think he's hit that yet. Jaden McDaniels hasn't hit that yet. But and it's kind of funny because if you really look at it, it's kind of with Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards is kind of the Jason Tatum in that situation. Like, bro, if I can just bring the rest of my guys along, if I can just get them to come along with me, like if I can just get them to help me out a little bit on the offensive end, we'll be fine. That's what Jaden Daniels and Anthony Edwards kind of remind me of. And so it may take some time, which is why I don't really trust them right now or I don't really trust them right now with a late postseason run. Um, Obviously you hope that Rudy Gobert turns back into his all-world defender self, but he hasn't been that you know what I'm saying, that disruptive this year early in the season. His rebound count is low. Everything just seemed real low over Rudy Gobert way. I'm not sure what he got going on,
I
but
ain't never been
I've never been real high on him, but
right.
he looks genuinely like worse now than he has in recent memory.
Like I was when they traded Cat after they had lost or whatever, I thought that if they wanted to move on from any big, it
It
should
should
have
have been,
been
yeah.
Gobert. But I know that
I
they
would have
had
been
not
fine with Cat
agreed.
moving to the five, and you going to get Julius. Now, obviously, I don't know that New York would have gave you. I don't know that they would have gave you. I don't know that they would have gave you Julius for Rudy. I don't think that trade would have been pulled off. You might have had to add something extra in there,
Sure.
but I would have been fine with Cat moving to the five.
Yeah, I understand how people. I understand why people like Rudy's game, as far as like being a shot blocker, playing around the rim, doing a good job of putbacks. I just don't think. I think my biggest gripe with him is that he doesn't have an offensive game, which means you can take him out if you can take the team out of being consistently good on that side of the ball. Like at this point in age, you know what I'm saying? We understand Conley's old. He's a year, 2 years removed from like being retired. You got Dante. Dante's not a facilitator; he's a scorer. And then we got Rob, who you would like probably to take into that Conley role, but you gotta be able to, you gotta let him develop if you're gonna do that, and they won't play him like
Yeah.
he should. So I think the guard play right there also holds them back, but it doesn't help Gobert or Rudy because Gobert, it don't help him because he's not I can post up, I got a go-to move and get a bucket.
Yeah.
He tries. It ain't gonna stop him from trying. It ain't consistent. I know if he come down, y'all trying to get in the ball, yeah, we got a better chance of making sure y'all get away with nothing of possession or something. But I don't know. They have I would say chemistry because a lot of them now has been there. A lot of them was on the team last year. Now they just this year, and we're trying to, you know what I'm saying, relearn everything, trying to see who can improve for us and who can't. But like you say, I'm not high on them either. Contenders, they'll be in the playoffs, but I can't say I'm like, yeah, man, they're gonna be in the conference finals or a chance to the finals. I think the semis or whatever it's called, the semis, I think it is. The second round is their ceiling right now for me. So we gonna see.
Are people not putting enough respect on Denver? Jokic is quietly out there like hooping.
But we know what he gonna do. It's never, when we talk about the Nuggets, it's never about Jokic.
Yeah.
We know what he's gonna give us every night, even if he struggles from the field. You know he's a hard stop regardless. He gonna pass. He gonna look to pass, get his teammates involved. Big stocky. He got great touch around the rim. I mean, insane touch. And then since he's big and stocky, he can just put the body on you and the board coming to him. So we know what we're gonna get. He's the one consistent piece on that team, but the rest of them, we don't really know. Like Jamal Murray, in the playoffs, you can rely on him. During the regular season, he's up and down. No Michael Porter now. We traded him for Cam Johnson, who's kind of been struggling right now. Kind of get used to what Denver does and how he wants to kind of fit into their team. But then they got they got Tim Hardaway. We ain't playing no D, but we gonna put some shots up. I think they got a lot of question marks right now. Christian Bond, you gave him a contract in the offseason, so you're looking for him to take the next step. Peyton Watson, he in his rookie year, his rookie deal, so you're trying to figure out what you got in him. They trying to figure some things out, but if they're top 5 or top 7, 8 can really be high-level players, Denver always got a chance to get back to the finals because 9 times out of 10, the best player on the court is going to have a Nuggets jersey on. It just, new coach. I forgot, new coach now. I think that's a big thing. So they got a lot to figure out. But I mean, as long as you got Jokic, ain't no telling how far you can go because he's just so great.
Yeah. Last one. I know I asked you about it a couple weeks ago. The situation doesn't look to be getting any better. It doesn't look to be getting better at all. What's up with Ja in Memphis?
I think it's time. It's time to part ways. More than likely. Like, I don't know what they can do to repair their relationship. But at this point, you gotta. Everybody need a reset sometimes. Like sometimes you draft somebody high, really good player, but it just don't click like you wanted it to click. And like they had their chance, and then they kind of let, you know what I'm saying? They let. It's good.
Man, what's happening, man?
Hey,
no.
First of all, did y'all win?
We ain't even gotta talk about that.
Tight.
Had a really good first half. Bad second half.
Bad second half.
Yeah, we
You
ended up.
said y'all team young though, right? So it's like learning experiences.
Yeah, it's learning experience. We fell short a little bit, but they learning. Like I said, we got some freshmen that got to step up big, and they just had a learning lesson last night. But we're gonna be cool. We got another game on Monday. That's the best thing about basketball season. You ain't got to wait all week.
You ain't gotta wait all
No,
week. Yeah,
that's facts, though.
you get right back to it. Ice
Absolutely.
up and get right. Get ice up and get right.
You hear me?
Hey, look though, we on basketball right now.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about Ja and Memphis.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
you a coach.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying. You know how these locker rooms work.
Mm-hmm.
This situation don't look to be getting no better. What's the word? What should they do? What can they do? Can they fix it, or is it time to move?
I personally think the organization should try to fix it because again, like that's your perennial all-star, that's your franchise guy. Unless you're comfortable with giving the keys to Jaren Jackson for a year or two and hoping that you guys get, another top pick to draft somebody of the caliber that can replace Ja Morant. I think personally for Ja Morant, if I'm him, I think it's time to move on. I think personally, like y'all had y'all spurt or y'all chance where y'all could have got it done. Y'all had y'all years where you could have got it done, where y'all could have, made it to the finals, or y'all had your opportunities and it just didn't happen. A lot is going on with the injuries, the off the court stuff, the locker room stuff, changing of the coaches, all that type of stuff. And I think for him, he needs to be in a more
Stable.
a more controlled situation. I've been thinking, just watching the games and stuff. I think a good place for Ja Morant would be him in that Heat culture down in Miami. Him in that Heat culture down in Miami that gives Bam Adebayo another, all-star guy next to him. I think Bam is honestly one of the most underrated all-stars like in the league.
I agree.
Like Bam Adebayo is the truth. If Bam Adebayo took 8 to more 10 shots a night, Bam could be a 30, 10, and 5 guy. You know what I'm saying? Like Bam really got it. So I think adding somebody like Ja Morant to him, but also the Heat giving Ja Morant that stability that we gonna do it a certain way or you
Oh,
exactly Spo, but more so Pat Riley. Pat
yeah.
Riley he don't play that, yo.
No, that's a tough ship over there. That's a tough ship.
That's the toughest ship in the league.
Yeah.
Like you want to get right and be what you supposed, go to Miami. And I think if Ja Morant, if they could find a way to get him to Miami, that way he's not still in the Western Conference. He can go over to the Eastern Conference. You don't got to see him. You only got to see him twice a year, or maybe 3 times. I think that would be good. So I think for Ja, his best bet is to try to get out of there. But I feel like the organization, obviously, you should try to fix it because that's your guy. That's your
Selling the
guy.
ticket.
Yeah, like that's who you investing your money and your time into. But I think it's a tough situation right now. And like props to Desmond Bain. Desmond Bain, he was like, "Yo, I'm cool." That boy got to Orlando and said, "Hey, boy, it's a lot different around here. I ain't even know this type of NBA existed." I feel like Ja Morant needs to see what other parts of the NBA exist.
Speaking of Orlando, I think Paolo just got hurt.
Yeah,
Are
long,
they? And me and you were actually like very when people was not rocking with Paolo, me and you was like, nah, bro, he's one of one. Like,
truly.
but I don't believe, and I'm still a big Paolo supporter. I don't believe I'm seeing him take the necessary jumps that I want to see him take. As I think his rebounding is still elite. I think his playmaking is good. I think his defending is good, but his scoring hasn't taken another jump. As a matter of fact, his true shooting percentage has gone down. A lot of his scoring percentages have gone down. What are you seeing out of Paolo? What's your thoughts on his game right now? Is it taking the necessary jumps that it needs to take? All of those good things.
I mean, I think Paolo is still in that space of like you're carrying a franchise that hasn't really been carried
One.
anyone, right? Since Shaq was there. And then
I about to say Dwight.
yeah, like you had Shaq, then Shaq got Penny. They carried it. Okay, that happens. Then you have T Mac. T Mac comes in and carries it for a couple years. They say, okay, we're gonna go get you a young Dwight. They don't really play together. T-Mac leaves. Dwight takes over. So now you have Dwight, but then Dwight gets Gilbert. He gets Jameer Nelson. He gets Hito Turkoglu. He gets Rashard Lewis. He gets pieces that fit what helps him be successful. And then it's kind of like, okay, the Magic just go through this like we don't know. Then Aaron Gordon pops up, does really well there, just not enough. He leaves, goes. He's having a great career in Denver. Then you get Paolo, and like Paolo's been elite. He's been an all-star level guy with a team that honestly they're young. Like they're all their guys that are their key guys are building their careers. They don't have anybody that's a for sure stamp like he got it in the league. Paolo's becoming that. So I think, you go through these, what is this year 4 for Paolo?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, this year 4. So like we know what he is. By year 3 in the NBA, you know what you're getting out of a guy. Unless they just have some weird, resurgence where it's like, boom, I just figured it out. But like we know we get from Paolo. Paolo's a 38-9 guy every night, 37-6. Like that's who he's gonna be. But Paolo needs Desmond Bain needs to be better.
Yeah, no, he's got to shoot better.
Yeah, like
I think he's shooting like 27% right now. That's not what we bought you here for.
That's not at all. Like Desmond Bain needs to be better. Jalen Suggs being back is a big impact for their team. He has to be consistent with his availability for them to be good. Wagner, you got to be better.
Yeah.
But all the guys that we're naming are still figuring it out because they're all 3, 4, 5 years into the league. You know what I mean? Like it was like I look at the Orlando situation kind of like Boston, right?
I was just about to bring up that Jalen thing. Yeah. I was just about to bring up Jalen.
Boston, like they had Jaylen Brown, and then ironically somehow ended up with another third and got Jason Tatum. But when they got those two, they had Kyrie, they had Al Horford, they had Gordon Hayward, they had real pros able to teach them how to be pros. Then you get Marcus Smart, I know Terry Rozier got his little situation going on, but he was a part of that young core that was helping them build that. Yep. So it's like those guys don't have like that true guy who can speak it, but also go out there and help them on the court. They don't got that. And I think that's one thing that they're missing, but also one of those 3 guys of Desmond Bain, Franz Wagner, Jalen Suggs, like y'all got to become elite or y'all got to become a true second to Paolo. And Desmond Bain, that's what we brought you here for. So when are you going to – and it's still early in the season. You know what I mean? It's still early in the season, but, they got to get to that because if they don't, well, it's going to be a long season.
Ty, I'm going to start with you. Cleveland looks to be very good again. Not quite as dominant as they were last year, but I think that was – I don't want to say that was a fluke, but that was insanely – you just don't see that every year in the league. With the East looking the way that it does, is Cleveland a real contender to go to the finals this year?
They are. It just doesn't mean they're going to do what they need to do to get over the hump. Obviously, the Celtics being where they at now, you don't really have to worry about them this year. Indiana losing Halliburton, you don't really have to worry about them this year. So that's 2 teams that you have to play the previous years if you wanted to get somewhere that you don't have to worry about. So now, who are we talking about? The Knicks? We talking about...
All right. Hey, Detroit, the truth.
Yeah, I about to say we're talking about Detroit because they're another team.
Nasty right now.
I ain't going to lie. Philly.
Philly, too, being that...
You're just going to have... Them young guys going to have to step up. And Joel Embiid going to have to... I don't know what he got going on. He's still scoring the way that he do. I was about to say, it looked like he's chilling. He's still scoring the way that he do, but the defense gonna have to the defense gonna have to come back at some point. The rebound is gonna have to come back at some point. I just don't trust Andre Drummond to be your true big come playoff time.
I'll say this about Philly. They're 8 and what is it? 8-4, something like that. 8-5. Jared McCain ain't really played no minutes. Paul George.
They play him in the G League now.
I know Paul George ain't played a minute yet this season.
Yeah.
two huge pieces that's going to help them continue the progression of where they at. VJ Edgecombe is being a solid rookie. I
Yeah.
don't think he's the truth yet, but he's finding his way because I think VJ is right now. It's like when you were a freshman in college, nobody got a scouting report on you.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? We can watch you in college, but until they get a chance to really bump with you, see what you like, ain't no really scouting report on you.
Yeah.
I do think he's taking advantage of that. But as the season goes on, the better
Game
defender.
40, we'll have to revisit that
Yeah,
conversation.
like we have to revisit that conversation. Yeah, but right now, I think 15 a night. So it's like, keep doing that. Tyrese Maxey has stepped into who he is. We know
Yeah.
it. That Joel Embiid has now the ability to cool it because he has guys that can carry them until it's time for all the chips to be on the table. Kelly Oubre is playing phenomenal. Quentin Grimes is
He's playing the best basketball of his career right now, which is tough
like,
because he's gone from a good player on a bad team that was just putting up 20 a night just because he was in Washington to now he's a very efficient basketball player and a very good defender on the other end.
Still putting up 18 a night.
Yeah.
Bro,
I think he's playing the best ball of his career right now.
Quentin Grimes has come out of nowhere for them.
Yeah.
He's playing 30 minutes a night and putting up 17, 18 a night.
Yeah.
So, like, they got a lot of guys where it's like, Joel, we don't need you to be 20, 30, 40 a night. Just give us your, 15 and 19. Have your rebounds, play solid defense, protect your legs. Because I think Joel only think Joel playing 25 minutes a night. I think he's between 20 and 24 or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's like Philly's going to be a true contender down the road, especially as you come back, you get a healthy Paul George, and hopefully you can implement him halfway mark, not past that, so they can build the chemistry. And you add Jared McCain. Andre Drummond's playing really good basketball for them. Like,
just don't. Is he? All right. So obviously, barring health, you hope Joel's on the court come playoff time. But if Andre Drummond is your true big come playoff time, is that efficient for a true contending basketball team?
For this team, yes.
Okay.
Because he doesn't need the ball.
I was about to say.
He don't need the ball. He's going to do what all of them need him to do. Help us defend at the rim, rebound that mug, outlet, and you make your plays when you make them. So I think he's like the perfect big for this specific team because they can really go 4 guards in him and be cool. Like, you got Justin Edwards that you're bringing in. You got Traydon Wofford that you're bringing in off the bench with Quentin Grimes. That's 3 people right there that's going to take the shots that you need. And they coming off the bench. Mind you, you mix in VJ and Maxey and Paul George and Jared McCain and Kelly Oubre. Like, yeah, bro, just do that part. You know what I'm saying? So I think, for this team, he's a perfect big for them. And they really, I think the Philly did a good job of getting Jeremiah Brown from Auburn.
Yeah.
It's a great piece to have in your pocket down the road.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a great piece. I think Philly's a contender as the season goes on. I do think Detroit is the leader in the East because I just like Cade Cunningham is turning into that guy.
I think Jeremiah will be interesting come playoff time when the game gets a little faster. I kind of like looking at him, and it's going to sound a little crazy right now, but you know that insane run that Derek Lively had where it was like, oh, we knew you was good, but you just came out here and Luka just made you look like a superstar in the playoffs. He kind of has that same athletic ability, that same defensive style where it's like, all right, bro, somebody put you in a good pick and roll situation, you gonna fly, you gonna play defense, you gonna get crazy rebounds. He gonna give you the toughest 18 minutes he got. He gonna give you the toughest 18 minutes he got. I'm wondering how they gonna fit him in with Joel, but obviously Joel gonna miss 20, 25 games. Joel gonna miss 20, 25 games. So I think that'll be the perfect time where Jeremiah come in and you like, oh, he's nice. Oh, he's nice.
I think for him, I think for Brown and part I mess up is Johnny Brown.
Janai Brown. Yeah. I think we was calling him Jeremiah, but
I think for him is like just learn.
Yeah.
Like you're a fifth year senior, 4-year, fifth-year senior coming out of Auburn. He's
Yeah.
played a lot of basketball. You got feel for the game. He can pick and pop, shoot the three. He can catch in a high post, face up and score. He can score on the block. But like, learn. If I'm him, I'm playing in B 1-on-1 every day. Just show me something. Teach me something. I'm having Andre Drummond guard me every day. Show me something. Teach me something. Because you might only play in 32 games this year. But like,
Facts.
if Joel and B go down in game 3, and Andre Drummond need a sub, you can come in and give us 6. We just need to give us 6, 6, and 4. Can you do that? That's all we need. We got people that can put up 20, 30, 40. But if you can come in and you go 3 for 5, 2 for 4, you know what I'm saying? Give us what we need to get to the line. That helps. And you're not and I don't think he will be a liability on defense. I think he can guard.
Not at all. I think he can guard.
Yeah, pretty much 1 through 5. So
I don't know about 1. I think he can guard 3 through 5 though for sure.
I say 1 through 5 because he ain't gonna have to do it every possession.
You think he good off the stretch? Off the switch, I mean?
Yeah. Like if they say, yo, we got an emergency switch, we got to guard 1, like that's where it's gonna become. I don't think we gonna 1 through 5 him every time down.
Yeah.
But he can get off and guard, just get a stop. We just need to get 1 stop this possession. And then it might happen again 15 possessions later. Just getting you know what I'm saying? So that's why I say 1 through 5. I think he'd be fine.
For sure. I'm gonna ask you the same question I asked Ty. What's going on in Golden State? Is it cooked? Is it ugly? I know it's ugly right now, but is it cooked or is it just, you know what I'm saying? Is it just they old, they getting through it, they got to figure it out? You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people, including Ty, had them going to the finals this year because you seen what they did last year before Steph got hurt in the playoffs. Yeah. I understand that. I'm not a big believer right now, but what do you think from a basketball side, from a basketball standpoint? What are you seeing out of them right now? Are they cooked? Are they going to be all right? They just got to figure it out. What's the word?
I think with Golden State is they've been here before. Like, again, 11 games in, 12. Some teams got 13 games, whatever. But, like, they've been here before. They're still figuring out the flow of the pieces they decided to let go. They decided to bring back. You know, you trying to figure out how to manage Curry, getting through the season. Draymond getting through the season. Jimmy's getting up there, making sure they get through. And you're also trying to give these young guys of Kuminga, Moody, Pods, like you're trying to give these guys opportunity to carry through most of this, or like show that they can be like, all right, I can be a staple in what we do. But they have a roster that's different than how they typically run offense. They got different pieces now. You know, Buddy Hield's another piece of, are you going to be consistent for us every night? I mean, I think Buddy Hield right now is averaging like 7 a game.
Yeah, that's not going to cut it.
Cut it for us. We need points. But then you got guys in front of him like Pods and Moody and Kuminga, like they averaging double digits. We need more from the Buddy Hields. I think Trace Jackson Davis is a big piece for them that I think personally they could use more because he needs to become a better Draymond or an equal Draymond. Like he needs to find, because he can, like he has all the tools. He's an experienced guy. They need that from him. So I think for Golden State, they'll be there at the end with a chance to perform, but they got to get their elder statesmen there. They need the young guys to get their elder statesmen there, and then the elder statesmen need to take over when it's that time.
Gotcha. Tom, I'll start with you. Obviously, San Antonio started out the season real hot. They just got De'Aaron Fox back. What do you see from them out of the West? They still building, obviously, but what is their ceiling this season?
I think they have enough talent on the roster to be a playoff team. I don't think they'll do anything, but I think the future is definitely bright in San Antonio. And honestly, I think they're, like you said, they're young, so outside of Fox, really, but they got some things to like and to do. And I think Wemby still learning how he wants to play in the league. He's changed his whole like shot selection, kind of his play style from what we saw last year. Obviously, he's still stepping outside, handling the ball, taking jump shots, but I think he's more in the post and trying to dominate in that side. So I like what the plan is. I don't know if they're gonna be consistently good because, like you say, in this point in league, he's the guy for them, and this is second year. He gonna have to learn, and you still got other players like Vassell, Shohan, whatever his name is. You still got other young players, but they don't have the same capabilities that Wemby have. So it's gonna be about him trying to, or at least even the coaching staff getting the best or the most out of the people around him, because Wemby can do a lot, but you don't want him to always have to do a lot. You need the other young guys to step in and contribute when they can. So it's gonna be interesting to see. And I do think them getting Fox can help Castle and stuff like that grow and develop as a guard. But I like their team. I think they can be play in, sneak into the playoff kind of team, but I don't see them having a whole lot of success. But I think the future is definitely bright, and they're taking the right steps to be successful.
P.
I think the Spurs finished top 5 in the West. Right now you look at the Spurs, they got 8 people, I believe, averaging double digits for them. Wemby has support. Again, they're young. A lot of the teams that we're talking about outside of the Thunder, Houston, a little bit, they're old. So, as we're playing these games throughout the year, you got to win on those nights. And I think that youth will help them win on those nights. Now, when it gets to the playoffs, the game slows down. The possessions get a lot slower. Everybody start using the whole 24 seconds. Be a little different. We'll see how but I think they finished top 5. I think Wemby has a, close to MVP year. His numbers are going to be there, but it's always about impact and where you are. I think if they finish top 5 in the West, he'll have a chance. If they beat Denver, if they beat OKC, if they beat, Mavs, whoever, he'll have a chance. I'm not saying he will win it, but I think he'll have a chance. But I think the Spurs are in a very great space because De'Aaron Fox is 27 years old.
Yeah. And it feels like he's 34, but he's 27.
He's 27 years old. Everybody else on your roster that's a key piece is almost 25 and under.
Speaking of playoff basketball and everything slowing down, you expect Houston to be there in the come playoff time. But I think a very interesting thing that we're all finding out is they're running this I like to call it a 2K-esque lineup. You get on 2K, you know what I'm saying? You put the longest guys out there, and you listen, you're not gonna be able to score on me. You're not gonna be able to score. I may only score, you know what I'm saying, 65 on 2K. And it's going to be the nastiest 2K game you ever played in your life because you're just going to be mad because you're not going to score.
Mm-hmm.
In real life, though, that's a very interesting lineup to run because you do not have a true point. And obviously, the Thompson twin is trying to, you know what I'm saying, get it right and he's trying to run the point.
Mm-hmm.
But it's tough on him right now because I think he's so young. I don't think he was expecting to be turning into a point guard once he got to the league. Hell, he wasn't even a point guard. He at no point in his life was he a point guard. He was just him and his brother was just the best players on the team. Yeah. So they had the ball in their hands. Obviously, I was in the A, so I've seen them OTE, all that good stuff. But I think it's interesting because at no point in their life was they expecting to be point guards. But both of them are kind of running the ball. But on this Houston team, he's actually playing the one. He's actually playing the one. And I don't think it's as efficient because in Detroit, he's kind of running the ball with the second unit a little bit. He pick up slack when Cade wants to play off ball or whatever. He's not, the other Thompson twin isn't really the true one.
That's true.
In Houston, though, he's the true one. And I'm it kind of makes me nervous because I'm like, when the games slow down, come playoff time and the court shrinks and all of that good stuff. Mm-hmm. Obviously, it's great to have KD on your side. The Slim Reaper. He gonna go and get his 30 come playoff time. You know, Alperen Sengun, he showed up last year in the playoffs. He was very good. Jabari was decent. You know what I'm saying? They got some good pieces around them, but I don't think Fred VanVleet tearing his Achilles or whatever it was in a preseason workout was talked about quite enough. Are they going to be all right come postseason when the game slows down without a true point on the floor? Or, you know what I'm saying? When it slow down, is it going to get ugly for them?
I think they're going to be all right because when the game slows down, it helps them. When you talk about what you said, 2K lineup, we long, lengthy. When you got to go against that in slower possessions,
yeah,
tough. When we can get up and down, and I can catch 2 or 3 on, we playing 3-on-2, 4-on-3, even 3-on-3. We got space. But when that game slow down and that length is out there, we may switch 1
they
through
go zone
4.
on you.
Yeah, we might go zone. We might switch 1 through 4. We might switch 1 through 3. We might hedge everything, just get big, trap the ball screens, whatever. Like they even if they ice with that size and that length, you got to make really good reads and very sharp passes. So I think for them, with him at the 1, learn how to be a true 1. It's only going to help you in your career.
Yeah.
And you got a whole season to do it. We going to win games. We got plenty of talent. We got over 6, 7 people averaging double digits. Reed Shepard's getting the opportunity to truly play NBA minutes, which I think he's going to be big for them because I think Reed Shepard is the truth. He's going to be big for them down the road. Reed Shepard, hey, he need to go watch Patty Mills, Peyton Pritchard, Pods. He need to go watch those type of backup guards off the bench guards because it's only going to help him get better. But Houston, bro, they're going to be fine. That lineup, I think, is beautiful. And you practice it now because worst case scenario, we get to the playoffs, right? Guess who really becomes the 1? Sengun. We go Sengun and we go floppy action with KD and Amin Thompson or KD and Jabari Smith. Now we picking and slipping and we split screening it. It's going to be tough to guard. And Sengun can go ISO at the top of the key with your 5. You got to guard that. You can't help. I'm kicking it, knock it down. So, like, I ain't going to lie. Houston's going to be – they're going to be something to – yeah. Shout out to the special guest in the room.
What up, twin? Oh, she
Oh,
did
no, my fault.
What up, twin?
What
What's
up?
up?
Say hi.
Hey.
Say hi.
Not tonight. You not rocking with us tonight?
Yeah, she been fussing crazy. I had to go get her.
Yeah. Okay. I like what you said because it's interesting. I never thought about it from that perspective. Like I had the thought. I'm like, yeah. Defense will be cool. Defense is gonna be cool. How they gonna play offense though? And I guess it's the same thing applies. You gotta go and figure out a way to put up 90 points on them come playoff time. And I don't know if you're gonna be able to do that. They're gonna win a lot of nasty games come playoff time, and I think it'll be interesting.
But that's the thing, they can score though.
They can.
They really can fill it up. But right now, let's figure out this side. Points gonna come. KD when his son, KD's right now averaging 24. KD can bump that up to 28, 30. In a 7-game series.
He letting everybody rock out right now.
Yeah, he letting everybody figure it out. I can get this up to 27, 28, 30. Amin Thompson can get his 17 up to 21. Sengun can get to 25, 26. Points not going to be a problem. Let's figure out how we're going to guard with this lineup and how we can do different stuff offensively with different people at the 1, moving certain people here. Who going to be our really good screeners? I ain't worried about Houston.
Hey man, shout out to everybody in the chat, on Instagram, on oh my god, the GRG page is booming right now. Man, shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody on the Instagram, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Come rock with us on the YouTube. It's in the bio. If you're on Instagram, it's in everybody's bio on Instagram. It's mine, Taz, GRG. Come rock with us on YouTube. If you on YouTube, I think we got like 7 people in the stream right now. Appreciate you for rocking with us, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, comment, subscribe to y'all too. Hey, ask us some questions, man. Ask us some questions. Get interact with us, man. We got Coach P up here. It's me,
I'm
it's Ty.
here, man.
I'll be back in a second, but we don't always get Coach P up here because Coach P is clearly
Here,
coaching.
man. Hey, I just want to say this. Coach P is gonna be here a lot more often, man. You know, we
Hey,
working
Coach
on
P
some
know
stuff.
he good. Coach P got an open invite. He know he good.
We working on some stuff behind the screens, get the contracts and everything signed and official, man. I'm trying to become an official member. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
hey, we
Recognize
gonna
game
do it the right way. We gonna do it the right way.
right way around here, man. But nah, I'm always grateful to be here, man.
For sure. Appreciate you for pulling up, man. My boy Ty had to dip off for a second. He had to handle them fatherly duties and whatnot. Um, yeah, man. I think we got like 6 or 7 on the YouTube, man. Drop some comments, talk to us, man. Let us know what you
I got a question for you,
huh?
Cole. I got a
What up,
question
bro?
for you.
Let me know something.
So I'm gonna flip this over to the NFL real quick.
Go ahead. You good? We've been on. Hey, it's fine because we've been on NBA for like an hour. The whole time we've been on here, we've been on NBA because I ain't get to it. I ain't get to it on Wednesday.
Right.
And that wasn't right of me. That wasn't right of me. I false advertised because I said NFL, NBA, CFB, and I think once I got you and Rye, I think we went straight NFL with like a 10-minute college football on the back end. So I was like, we definitely got to go NBA. So I'm giving them a hour straight of NBA. So go ahead, you can flip it.
Hey, I want to flip this because I got a question for you. It is, and we going Cleveland, right? Is there a need for Shador Sanders to play this year, or should he just let it be what's going to be, continue to be a good, supportive backup, and see what next year presents?
Hold on, let me go look. Let me go look at this right quick. They are 2-7. I know they 2-7. What I'm really looking at, I want to see how many games Dylan has got under his belt now. Yeah, I think it's something like 6. I think it's something like 6.
It'd be more than.
It might be more than because I think bro only played 2, right? I think he only played 2.
Flacco played 3,
3?
4.
Okay. No, it was 2. He played the Baltimore game to start the season. He played the Detroit game to start the season. Yep. Cause Dylan Gabriel took over in that Minnesota game. So the Minnesota game is where it starts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Okay. Dylan Gabriel has played 5 games. What they got? Probably 7 left.
I think everybody got 7 left.
I think everybody got 7 left because they already had their bye, right? They already had their bye. Yep, they had. Yes, last week was their bye.
Yeah.
Week 9 was their bye. Okay, cool. So let's go. Dylan has played. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They got 8 left. Listen, obviously you're not going to the playoffs, right?
He's played 7 games.
Yeah, bro. Because they 2-7. Flacco got up out of there after 2. They traded Flacco week 4. If I'm doing my math correct, Ty, count me in if I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure Dylan has played 7 because they're 2-7. Flacco got traded in week 4, and they started Gabriel in week 3. So he's played 7. I would give Gabriel this game because you just split it in half after that.
You don't need no more.
I would just give it to him just to let him have it.
Hold on.
Because he was 19 for 33 in that Minnesota game. He took over in week 3.
That was week 5. Minnesota was week 5. And London. Yeah, he took over
I'm
week.
tripping. Yeah.
He took over week 5.
He played a little bit in that Lions game the week before.
First reps. And because they beat.
Oh, because they beat Green Bay with Flacco on the field. Then they got blew out by Detroit. Then he took over. Yes. Okay. Yep. So, I'm right. You're right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So he's beat up on the trash Dolphins.
Yeah.
And they've been getting their tail spanked since. And I mean, he hasn't looked. So my question was, I was asking Cole, do you think the Browns should play Shador at some point this season, or they don't play him and we possibly see if moves need to be made, or do they choose to make it a true quarterback battle going into next year? Should Shador want to play? I mean, obviously he should want to, but is it better for him to play this year or not play at all this season and just
All
keep
right,
moving?
I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna finish because we was counting, but I'll finish. Um, let Gabriel play this week. It'll be like this will be like this
It's
will be
about to
like
be belts. It's about to be
yeah,
belt.
yeah,
Belt.
yeah. That's fine. That's
No,
fine,
man,
right?
play this week,
That's
right?
what and that's kind of my point. That's kind of my point. He gonna go out there. That's kind of my point. He gonna go out there. He gonna play Baltimore. It's gonna be belt. Y'all gonna you know what I'm saying? Y'all because y'all in win now. Y'all in win now mode. So he go out there, he gonna wet the bed against Baltimore, bring in Shador. Here's why, and I understand why you asked the question, but here's the thing about guys like Shador. Guys like Shador, they come in and they revitalize a losing team. So in a lot of situations, I would say to you, nah, leave him on the bench. You've already done the damage. Leave him on the bench. There's no reason to play him this year. Real quarterback battle come summertime. We may the best man win. Guys like Shador, though, even in a losing season, give players a reason to play. And if I'm Stefanski and I want any shot at saving my job, any shot, I'm definitely playing Shador.
Does he get fired though?
I think he gets fired because they have to make a change. And I don't know that the front office believes in Shador anyway. So I don't think he gets fired because you see what I'm saying? Like what happens is a lot of times you got to think about, and I was explaining this to Ty the other week. I learned this in my and it makes sense. It's nothing like crazy, but I learned this in my time with the Falcons. Remember when they drafted Desmond Ridder and everybody was like, bro, he's not an NFL starting caliber quarterback. No, he's not. But what's your boy OC? And he's the OC now in Pittsburgh, but he was the head coach.
Arthur Smith.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Arthur.
Yes. He knew that he was on his last leg. The reason he went and drafted Desmond Ridder was because, and everybody knew that Desmond Ridder wasn't a starting quarterback, but you had to throw, that was his, I'm going to throw my rock in the water just to see what happens. I'm going to skip it just to see what happens. Because what happens is a lot of times you draft rookie quarterbacks and it restarts your clock as a coach. Here's the thing. The reason Stefanski probably gets fired is because that only works because Arthur Smith went on to get fired the next year anyway, right? Because everybody knew Desmond Ridder wasn't a starting caliber quarterback, which means your clock wasn't going to restart. Same thing with Dayball. His clock wasn't going to restart because he had some extracurriculars going on as far as, you blew another lead. You just can't do that as a head coach in the NFL unless it's John Harbaugh. Then you get away with, you know what I'm saying, blowing leads at the end of games for whatever reason. But if you're Stefanski and your front office doesn't believe in either one of the rookie quarterbacks that you have, your clock will never restart. If you're Stefanski, you should probably play Shador because obviously the guys in the locker room love Shador. And if it works, then you have a shot at saving your job. And if you never try it and they don't believe in him anyway, then your job is cooked. So that's the only way Stefanski saves his job. And just for morale and not losing the locker room and all of those good things, why not put the guy that relates most with the rest of the guys in the locker room, that the rest of the guys in the locker room clearly want to see play. They clearly want to see him succeed. Media, clicks, all that. I mean, it's week. What? We going on week 11 and we're still talking about a guy that has never seen true NFL action. That has never seen true NFL action. We're still talking about him. We're talking about you just on November 14th. It's like 2 weeks. It's literally 2 weeks to the day before Thanksgiving. This guy's never seen NFL action, and for whatever reason, we're still talking about him. Not for whatever reason. It's because that's Prime's son. It's because
I don't even think it's that though, bro. I think we still talking about him, bro, because Shador has proved he can play ball.
He can play ball, yes. But what I'm saying is, if he's not Prime's son, I don't care what he proved. We wouldn't care. Let's be clear about it. I don't care what he proved. If he's not Prime's son, you would not care. This, and what I mean by that is, we've seen plenty of quarterbacks that where it's like you proved you could play ball and we cared. Well, we wasn't still talking about it at week 11. Not in a situation like this. Like we still talking about it.
I don't think we had a situation like this from a standpoint of like the guys that were playing in front of him weren't better than him. Like I think all the other guys that would have been in this situation have been like guys that are like, we know Bruh can ball, but he got like a true like vet Hall of Famer, like Joe Flacco. Like we knew, all right, you bring in Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco's starting because we know what Joe Flacco does, like right. But like if you draft Shador behind Joe Flacco and then like that's it, it's like okay, we understand like Joe Flacco playing because we know Shador can ball. But like I don't think there's been a situation to where it's like we drafted a guy in front of you, knowing that you can ball, clearly. Obviously, we got the vet. Okay, we trade the vet, and we play this guy in front who's not better than you. Not saying he can't ball. He got, he's okay-ish. But, like, it's never been a situation where it's like, come on, bro. Like,
yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But let me be clear. And I'm not trying to play the race card. I'm not trying to do none of that. What I'm saying is we all personally feel like we want to see bro step on the field. Let's just keep a spade a spade. We all personally want to see him step on the field for whatever reason that it is, whether it's because we think he can ball or whether you feel like, whether it's my pops downstairs and he feel like, nah, I want to see Neff step on the field. I want to see Neff step on the field. For whatever reason that it is, we all want to see him step on the field. What I'm saying is it brings there's different talking points when you talk about Shador. Yes, we all think he's better than Dillon Gabriel, but this is much deeper than that. Because I would submit to you that if this were Jackson Dart, I would tell you that Jackson Dart is better than Dillon Gabriel. But if this happened to Jackson Dart on Friday, November 14th at 9:30, would you be asking me about it? I don't think so.
I'm gonna keep it 100. I was confused on why they weren't playing Jackson Dart from the jump.
Yes,
I think his situation it's not similar because I do think Russ and Jameis are better quarterbacks than him right now. Like both of them are clearly better quarterbacks than him right now. He's younger, but them as QBs in the NFL, they're better.
But what I'm saying is, but just go back, just stick on that point. If Jackson Dart still at this point wasn't starting, you would be like, you may ask about it, but I don't think it would keep you not keep you up at night, literally, but you wouldn't just walk around in your day like, damn, bro, why Jackson not playing? It would be like on Sunday when you watch the Giants games, you would be like, bro, why is Jackson not playing? But on Wednesday night, you're not gonna be like, yo, why is Jackson not playing? But this is a question that you raise to yourself on a daily basis when you talk about Shador Sanders, and why it's because he's box office for outside of talent. Now, when you get to talent, the reason that I think Shador should play is, if you think about Dillon Gabriel, if you think about him from high school to college to now, he's never been in a losing situation where it's been his job to turn something around. You know the difference? Shador from high school to college, both stops, to now has played
programs.
You see what I'm talking about? That's the other reason that you play Shador, because Shador mess around and go out there and run the table, and you be like
7, and y'all
you finish 9 and 7. You now you feeling crazy. Now you Stefanski and you go into the front office. I'm going into the front office and say you finish 8 and whatever. I'm still walking into the front office like, you can't fire me. You got to give me one more. You gotta give me one more. Then if I'm Stefanski, I'm bringing all of the players with me. Look, guys, we found our guy. Look how happy David Njoku is. Look how happy Jerry Jeudy is. Look how
they rock with him, though.
Huh?
I don't think they rock with him.
Who,
Stefanski?
Stefanski?
Yeah.
Or
they don't rock with Shedeur Stefanski.
No, Stefanski. I don't think the players rock with Stefanski, bro. I think they keep it PR publicly cool, but I don't think they rock with Stefanski. And I don't even think it's just because of the Shedeur thing. I just don't think that they think he's the guy that's going. And I think that started back when they chose to part ways with Baker instead of parting ways with him. Yeah. Because like that locker room believed in Baker Mayfield, and we clearly see what Baker doing, clear as day. That boy balling,
hooping,
and it's like. I think with Stefanski is like if he's not the I don't know, the sole reason or main perpetrator of why this thing's moving and he not getting his name, I just think he don't like that because you have a guy who was Baker Mayfield is the only guy outside of Shedeur Sanders now in Cleveland, Ohio that had commercials. Bro was Mr. Progressive. He beat Pittsburgh in a playoff game. And back-to-back, he went to Pittsburgh 7 days apart from each other and won both of them games. To get in the playoffs and then win the first round, that ain't never happened for no quarterback ever in Cleveland. And then you trade folks or let him walk pretty much. And now we've been dealing with this Stefanski guy who, okay, we do this whole Deshaun Watson thing. You make Deshaun Watson play in the offense that don't fit what makes him great. Deshaun Watson is a gunslinger, a really good decision-making gunslinger. And you got, bruh, 3-step drop, handing the ball off. What are we doing, bro? Let me get 4 out, 5 out, bro. No. So then he get into his situation. Now you just we don't want to speak about Deshaun. We don't have anything to say. It's not my problem to speak on. Like, so now you're not even okay, cool. Now we get this situation that we got now. Joe Flacco last year, he comes in, he does good. We knew what Joe Flacco was gonna do. He's a Super Bowl champion. Shout out to Super Bowl champion Joe. But then you go draft a mid third round quarterback for the NFL.
Are we about to put this year on Stefanski?
Me personally?
Come on, dog.
Me personally.
This is way bigger than Stefanski.
Because
if you put this on Stefanski, you have to put this on every other head coach in the NFL.
No, it don't stop at him. I'm just saying he's the one of the starting points. He's one of the starting points because every time Cleveland, since he's been there, they get the pieces or the guys that they need to have it going. It starts with his play calling's off. You're not getting your stars what they need or what they're asking for. And then they always got to part ways. Dog, you had Jarvis and Odell with Baker, Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, a solid offensive line, and somehow none of them are on the team anymore. Come on, bro. Come on. But it starts on the field. Then it goes off the field because now Barry, owner, now they picking and playing with what they want to do. We don't know who really wanted Shedeur and who didn't. It seems like Barry wanted Shedeur based off how Shedeur interacts with him on the sideline. But at the end of the day, he can't go put the players on the field.
Yeah.
He can only pick them or sign them or whatever. So, like, I think it starts with Stefanski because, like, come on, bro. Like, come on. Like, it don't make sense to me. Like, Tom Brady, call Cleveland, bro. Go get your boy. Because, listen, all respect to Geno Smith, man. I got love for you, Geno.
It's over, Geno.
Tom, go get your boy, man. Put him in the lights, bro. Tom, if you ain't going to do it, bro, hey, Arizona. Go get Marvin a real QB because Kyler's not the answer, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like heck, hey,
Kyler done. Kyler about to go put on a baseball hat. I'm telling you.
listen, Miami, get rid of Tua, get rid of
Can't do it.
Monsters Inc. at head coach. Let them slide, bro.
Can't do it.
Go hire somebody. Go call Cleveland, bro. Put him in that type. Listen, man. I'm trying to tell you, boy, this boy wow, he 12 now. I still like calling him 2. 12?
I still like to call him 2 is
I
crazy.
still like calling him 2. He's 12 now. I'm calling him 12. But put that boy on that field under them lights, boy. Cause like, man,
I think it
ain't that
the
hard,
whole
bro.
situation been mishandled from the beginning.
Football's a very simple game like basketball, bro.
You would like it to be, but they always make it harder.
Ty, we can't hear you.
Oh, hold on.
Oh,
yeah, I can hear you.
I can hear you now.
All right, but I was saying that.
I can't hear now.
I hear him now. I ain't gonna hold you. Go ahead, Ty.
I'm just saying, bro, it ain't hard.
All right. What I was saying was that they messed the entire situation up from the jump. Like as soon as they drafted both of them, the whole entire thing's been mishandled. For one, the situation with Shador alone was he was basically a first-round quarterback in almost every single mock draft. And then we all watched him fall to the 5th round. And I'm not saying he had to go in the 1st round, but
you had Mel Kiper on national TV crying on draft day, dog. You had Mel crying on draft day, talking about he's never seen this happen before.
Never, bro.
This is Mr. Mock Draft. Mr. Mock Draft on national TV crying, talking about I ain't never ever seen this happen before.
So I'm saying,
bro, Tom, will let you finish. Forget 1st round. Bro was supposed to be the first person off the board.
Like, I was being nice, but 50, for sure.
50. First off the board or 3rd off the board because we knew what Travis was doing. Bro, what?
I agree, but so then when he falls to the 5th round and they take him after they took Dylan Gabriel, you had questions to already be answered because why did you take both quarterbacks?
I don't know why they took Dylan Gabriel. Like,
why?
To me, that's worst picks ever in NFL history.
So my under, or at least what I think happened was, I think Stefanski wanted Gabriel. I think Barry or somebody in the higher up wanted Shador. And it's why we have seen some of the things play out the way that they have. Is why, obviously, because Gabriel was drafted in the 3rd round or whatever he was, they were like, he's going to get the reps. That sounds good. But you could see from the very first moment, both of them stepped inside that Browns facility, the team flocked to one of the quarterbacks, and it was not the 3rd round pick. Problem number 2, you had people in the preseason on your team saying, come on, they got the practice videos. The joke, you're like, bro, tell them put you in, bro. Go ahead.
Bro, they walked Myles Garrett and Njoku walked my man Shador out to the field for his first preseason game. They walking him out like the entourage talking about, let's go, boy, put on a show.
My point. What? So it's like even then, bro, when you see all of that, you have to know the team always kind of chooses. Like we had Taylor Heineke years back. And because how he connected with the group and the team, they wanted. I'm a Commanders fan.
Oh boy, he said Taylor Heineke. I knew you was on a bad team.
But what I'm saying, the point I'm making was he earned the respect of everybody in the locker room because the way he went about his business. I think, and because of that, he kept getting opportunities to play, and the team was getting behind him. I think he missed the mark on that. Like, I understand why he had to let Gabriel play, so I'm not mad at it. But how many games?
He had to do nothing. He didn't have to do nothing.
He didn't.
He chose that. He chose this life. which is why I started with how he can save his job, because there's only one way to save his job, and it's by
I
putting.
don't really know if he's
And
on
what
a
he
hot seat or
said,
not.
no.
Bro, I
He's
think their problems, they have bigger organizational problems. The first problem being Deshaun Watson. So
but
that
you can't do
alone,
nothing about that. You can't do nothing about that. The day you went out and decided to be a dummy and get that man the first ever fully guaranteed, not just fully guaranteed $200 million contract, the first ever in NFL history, just fully guaranteed contract in general. It's folk out here signing for $3 million that don't have that fully guaranteed. They get 1.5 with a $500,000 signing bonus, and the rest, and the other 1.5 or the other one is in incentives. You don't. It's folks with $3 million contracts that don't get that don't get fully guaranteed, which tried to cook Baltimore when it came time to negotiate with Lamar, because Lamar all of a sudden was on that bull job and was like, "Hey, twin, I want one of them too." Chill,
bro. They
chill.
get
We not doing that.
They get that boy 4 years, 200 M's, 80 mil up front.
but right, that goes back to organizational problems. They was in quarterback purgatory for so long. They thought Deshaun Watson was going to be their savior, and it did not pan out like that. But now we're in 2025. We've watched Dylan Gabriel play 5 games now. We know what he can offer, and it's nothing that you would want in a starting quarterback. You watch Jackson Dart. Dart is light years. We mean light years ahead of Dylan Gabriel. Even Cam Ward, who's ain't played all that great, but his situation is a lot worse than the other two. He looks better. So it's like every time I watch Dylan Gabriel, I know I'm gonna get. He ain't going nowhere out the pocket because he ain't that fast. He can't really push the ball down the field because his arm not that strong. So we got to live in an intermediate to short routes, and that means he has to play on time, which he hasn't also been doing well. And then the third thing or the fourth thing, he has to be accurate. How many footballs have I watched sail over the receiver head, be in the dirt, not where they need to be? So after 5 games of that, I don't need to watch Dylan Gabriel no more. I know what I'm going to get. And we're the Browns. We're probably going to finish. Even if he was to start Shedeur and it was going to run, I don't think that would happen. I think Shedeur would play well, but they'll still lose. They'll be picking high in the draft again. But what you need to find out is Shedeur the guy for us? Because we know Dylan Gabriel is not. We also drafted him. We also drafted Shedeur, so now we need to play him to figure out what can he offer us before we go and say, do we need to draft another quarterback, or are we finna take our chances again with Deshaun Watson? They got to figure it out. They got to let Shedeur play, but he should have been played. I think, obviously, when they got Flacco, like we were saying, we know Flacco was starting. And that was cool. Then they traded Flacco, and they tried to make it under the presumption that Flacco wasn't really playing well, so it was time to give the other guys a shot. Well, now we're watching Flacco in Cincinnati throwing 300 yards and 4 touchdowns. We know Flacco wasn't really the problem. Who was that fall back on? Is that who made the decision to move on from Flacco? Was that the GM, or did Stefanski go up there and say, "I'm good on him. I want to play my guy"? Even with that, here we are now. They're still in quarterback purgatory, and Dylan Gabriel's not it. And you can't even say they don't have the weapons for him to be successful, because you got 2 really good tight ends, and Njoku and Fannin, who's a rookie. You got the back and Jenkins from Ohio State. You got Judy. You could add probably another receiver or 2, but he has enough for Gabriel to even look some kind of competent when he's on the field. And he don't. And they don't. And when you lose to the Jets, when Justin Fields has below 75 passing yards, we have a problem everywhere. Every single where. And that starts in the front office, that starts in the coaching staff, that starts with the players. And no professional football game should I ever see a team lose to another team who quarterback can't even throw the football. And I'm not saying Fields can't, but what they did in that game, he finished with 56 50, 60 yards passing, and they won. Who else do you know in the league will win a game like that? Against who?
I can think of a team, but
I was about to say I can think of one too, but I ain't gonna speak on them.
this ain't about them today.
All right, whatever. But
I gave them boys enough free promo. I go and get them boys some free promo every week. They be killing me in the comment section. Boy, hey, P, I don't think I'm gonna never get rid of them. I don't think I'm gonna ever get rid of them, man.
Ever.
They will never leave my page.
Between them.
Oh, I forgot. I'm watching on my fault. I mean, I got some comments on the IG page, but I'm gonna let y'all finish.
Oh, all right, bet.
Well, yeah, between them and Bills Mafia, we ain't gonna never get rid of neither one.
We ain't gonna never get rid of them, are we? They forever stamped on our pages, huh?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's sick. They're sick. They're sick individuals. One said somebody commented the other day and said, somebody said, bro, they don't even know why they don't like Dak Prescott. One of them dudes said, I don't like him because he used his mama too much as a scapegoat. I said, bro, what?
I mean, we all know the reason.
I said, bro, what? Are we serious? Anyways, that's besides the point. No, you got a real problem when Harold Fannin is your leading receiver with 396 yards on the season. That's disrespectful. Nonetheless, yes, Shador should be playing. He should have been playing. I'm
not trying to be funny. If he don't play this year, he should ask for a trade.
It's
already been a shit show for them over there. Him asking for a trade ain't gonna make it worse. It might make it worse for him a little bit, but as far as all the stuff going in Cleveland,
I don't think he should ask for a trade. I think you gotta sit tight till your opportunities presented.
That's real.
However, when we go home to Dad's ranch, hey yo, Tom, pull up, bro.
Have a back room meeting.
Hey, Tom, pull up, bro. Somebody else that knows somebody else. Hey, pull up.
Yeah.
Hey, we can play rock, paper, scissors for who gonna make the call for me, but somebody making this call.
No public trade request, but somebody should make the call. Huh?
Somebody make that call, man.
Only because we was talking about Shador. Leo don't really know who that is. He commented on the IG page and said Shador is not better. Yeah. He said Shador is not better. Flacco played terrible for Cleveland. It's just Cincy's system is better to plug and play a QB, especially an experienced vet.
Who said Shador was better than Flacco? Nobody said that. We said Shador was better than Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah.
Joe Flacco is better than Shador Sanders at quarterback in the NFL. Shador Sanders is light years better than Dylan Gabriel. He will always be light years better than Dylan Gabriel. And that's just the bottom line because Shador Sanders said so.
I don't think there's to finish it off. I don't think there's a better person, or I don't think there's a person better suited, I should say, to take the starting job in Cleveland right now and try to do something with it. Like, I don't think, like, just from the standpoint that his dad has raised him in, for as much luxury as he grew up in, his dad has raised him to learn how to not play in luxury situations. You take a situation and you do the best that you can with it. I mean, going back to Jackson State, going back to Colorado, going back to Trinity High School in Texas, you take them boys and you turn them into a national caliber, a nationally run program.
Mm-hmm.
And ain't nobody heard from them since Shador Sanders graduated, since Deion left.
I don't even know if that's still. Ooh.
I don't even know if the school might not even still be open, brother. The school might have filed for bankruptcy and went ahead and closed down. I ain't lying. I'm for real.
I had a Cowboys question for you from Coach Charles.
Go ahead.
He said, how does the Cowboys defense look this week with all y'all players coming back and the new pieces being able to play this week?
I made a video on it the other day. I'm excited to see them play. I don't know if it necessarily looks better to the if you're not a fan, I don't know that it looks better to you. Because it's if you haven't watched every single game of Cowboys football, then this thing may not look better to you. We still may go out there and give up a whole bunch of yards to Ashton Genty. We may go out there and give up a whole bunch of yards to a Geno that hasn't looked very good this year. Who we all know is a very capable quarterback. I think the bigger thing for me is seeing if we run a new defensive scheme, first of all. And I'm hearing that we're about to run the 5-2. That's what I'm hearing. A lot of people thought it was going to be the 3-4. I think it's going to be the 5-2. We had ran a little bit of 5-2 actually before all of this happened, but I'm hearing it's going to be the 5-2, which I think is really good. A lot of people forget that Osa Odigizua played D end in college. We bulked him up to play D tackle. But he played D end, so he knows how to play D end. I think the front seven being what it is now can help out the back end a lot more. The biggest problem we had was we wasn't getting a lot of pressure, so the back end looked way worse than I believe it actually should have. They still have to communicate, they still have to know what's going on and learn the system. But I think it has the I think it has the ability to look a lot better. We'll see what actually happens, but I think we have all of the ability in the world. Obviously Dono and Malik Hooker are back, so I think that helps. But we'll see. We'll see. I think it'll be a good learning experience, if nothing else. If nothing else.
That's real. He also asked me about what I think about Quinn taking over the play call and how the defense will look. We touched on. I think you asked me, or we had a similar conversation about that Wednesday, I believe. But I don't think they're gonna look any better. Like the players ain't changing. The play calls might, but it ain't just scheme. Like I think a lot of it is scheme related for us. But missing tackles, I can't put on the coaches. Like people are running through y'all. I can't say that's the coach fault. He can't get out there, break down and wrap up and take somebody to the ground for you. Receivers getting beat when they in man, I can't really say that's the coach fault. Because, I mean, you can't play zone. You can't play zone. You play zone. It seems like everybody open all the time. And you play man. One might play, one might cover well. The next two might get beat. Somebody holding. Like, no matter what the play calls are, the players got to execute. And I don't think they've done a good job of that throughout the year. And, like, I don't expect for them to all of a sudden start executing better. Because, like, if you could, I feel like you would have been doing it. So, at this point in the year, you are who you are. I don't have no expectations for that defense. I just want them to be competitive. So, they can't really look the same way they looked the last 4 weeks. We got it at least. I don't think they forced a punt in 2 weeks.
That's nasty. I ain't gonna lie. That's nasty. I ain't
so
heard
like
I ain't
so or it might be 1 point in 2 weeks. It's something like that. But I know they've given up. They haven't forced anybody to punt the ball recently, barely. So that we got to do something there. And I'm just hoping that the players I want to play for him, being that he's got this leader of men tag on him as a head coach and people wanting to buy in and play for him. I'm hoping that shows up Sunday morning in Madrid, but if it don't, I ain't gonna be surprised. I'm gonna watch the game the same way I don't watch it the last 4 weeks, knowing the defense is gonna give up 30, 40 points, and the offense is gonna have to score 30, 40 points if they want to win. So it is what it is.
Yeah, that's nasty. That's nasty. What else? Is it anything we haven't covered? Hey, P, come back right quick so we can make these picks. So we can make these picks and get out of here. What else though? While we wait on P to come back. Does Buffalo bounce back this week? They got the Bucks. They got the Bucks.
Home or away?
I don't know. Let me see. They home. Bucks gotta go to Orchard Park. I ain't gonna lie. Bucks going to play in Orchard Park in November is not a good look. I wouldn't lie to you. I don't like that for them. But does Josh Allen have a bounce back week?
I think they will. Last week was, I really do think good teams get bored. Like I really do. So I'm a chalk last week up as to that's one of them games they probably didn't take as seriously as they should, and they kind of got bored leading into that game because they probably felt like the Dolphins wasn't where they, or at least where everybody thought they would be. So you know what I'm saying? They probably didn't practice as hard as they normally did, wasn't locked in as much as they should have been. That's what I'm gonna chalk that week up as to. That can be completely wrong. So I'm gonna say this week they kind of lock back in. They're get the win against the Bucks because I don't think they want to keep losing and end up trying to play. I don't know if they're probably not gonna catch the Patriots. So I mean, whatever. But I'm pretty sure they don't want to end up a wild card team and have to play in the first round. I don't know if that's really where they want to be because I feel like a lot of other teams want it more than them if they end up in that spot. But being that the Bucks are the Bucks, they can definitely lose that game, the Bills. But I'm gonna say because they at home, the fans will help them out and get them in the win column.
For sure. All right, let's get to these. Let's get to these. Yeah, let's get to these picks. Washington at Miami. Well, it's not at Miami. Y'all
Madrid, but
yeah, y'all going to Madrid.
In good faith, I can't pick against my team, but I don't know how confident I am in picking them. So I'm going to pick the Commanders, but obviously if they lose again, there ain't no surprises going on. Like I fully expect them to be in position to probably lose. So I mean, it's whatever, but let's just say they win this week.
Give me Devon Achane trying to match Jonathan Taylor's career day from last week in Miami with a win. I like what I seen from Tua too. Him and Jalen Waddle that was good football last week. That was good football. And I do believe that Buffalo's defense is better than y'all. So yeah, give me Miami. I like this one. Carolina at Atlanta.
Give me Carolina because Bryce, you don't lose against them at the moment.
Give me Atlanta at home. Tampa Bay at Buffalo. You just said Buffalo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me it's a 1:00. Give me Baker and a bounce back. Houston at Tennessee.
Give me Houston.
Houston at Tennessee.
Houston.
Yeah, give me Houston. I like what I seen out of Davis Mills last week. Washington at Miami. Or not at Miami. They're in Madrid.
Washington.
Yeah, I took Miami. P took Washington. Ty took Washington. Carolina at Atlanta. P.
Carolina.
Tampa at Buffalo.
Tampa.
Yeah, I took Tampa too. Chicago at Minnesota. Ty.
That's an interesting matchup. I don't know what I will get out of JJ McCarthy. I'm gonna take Chicago. Oh, what matter of fact, didn't Chicago lost him earlier this year too?
Hard to beat a good team twice.
I'm gonna take Chicago.
I'm taking the Bears.
Give me Chicago as well. Green Bay at New York.
Jets or Giants? Or Jets played yesterday. My fault.
Yeah.
I'm going with Green Bay.
Yeah, we can roll with Green Bay. Jameis might go crazy though, but
give me Jammo. Give me Jammo. Give Give me Jammo because it's always interesting playing him, man. It's always interesting playing him. It's gonna be his first start this season. He's gonna go out of that joint. He's gonna throw for 300, 3 interceptions, and 3 tuds. I just hope the last one is a tud and not an interception.
That's true.
Cincinnati at Pittsburgh. Huh?
Give me Cincy.
P. Oh, go ahead, Ty. Go ahead, Ty. You good?
I really think the Steelers should win that game, but I'm gonna roll with Bengals. One, I do remember Thomas' comments about Flacco. They weren't bad comments, but I think Flacco is gonna be like, let me go ahead and light y'all ass up too, because
He did light their ass up on
what
was it, Thursday night? Yeah, Thursday night.
Let me light you up again, but the Steelers just don't look good right now.
Yeah.
They just don't look good right now. And
is big play Slay playing?
I think he played last week, so I think
he did, but he got hurt in the game.
I really don't even think it matters. I think Cincinnati gonna go in there and win.
For sure. Chargers at Jacksonville.
Ooh, I got Jacksonville. I'm gonna go with the Chargers.
Okay. Last pick. Hurry up. Are you sure?
No.
P, are you sure?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going with the Chargers. No Travis Hunter. I'm going with the Chargers.
Okay. Ty?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with the Chargers too.
Yeah, give me the Chargers. Seattle at Los Angeles. Is Jackson Smith and Jigba playing? Let me see.
They just got Rashid though.
I don't care.
That's but that opened up a lot for their offense. I mean,
yeah, but it only matters if Jackson plays.
I think he's going. I'm going with Seattle regardless. I think they're going to beat the Rams.
Give me the Rams.
I'm going with Seattle.
Could be a good game though. I'm definitely locked into that one.
They said he was playing. Okay.
I'm going with
going out on a limb. Give me Seattle. I don't like it, but give me Seattle. San Francisco at Arizona.
Give me San Fran.
Bro, never.
Purdy playing this week too, so like I don't think they're gonna.
I don't care if they was playing Dylan Gabriel. Give me San Fran.
Yeah.
I got San Fran too, but that's crazy. I don't know. Dylan Gabriel was suiting up. Then I'd be like Arizona, but
give me San Fran, bro.
Give me San Fran.
It's trash, bro.
He's not playing, bro.
Brissett the starter.
He's been a curse on that franchise, bro. It's not for Jacoby. It's his fault. Like it ain't even his fault that they about to lose. Like he could play his best game and they about to lose.
Give me San Fran. Baltimore at Cleveland.
Belt.
Give me the Ravens.
Yeah, give me the Ravens. Must win. Kansas at Denver.
Give me Kansas City.
Boy, I'm rocking with PS2.
He out.
Huh?
He hurt. He not playing until they play us.
Listen, he gonna be on that field. They winning.
Not playing Sunday.
Don't even need to play. They winning. Denver winning.
You trust Bo Nix more than you trust Patrick Mahomes?
That ain't even got nothing to do with none of that. That they're not about to lose to them in Denver. Nah.
I hope you're right.
And like this, if they beat them, division theirs. They win this game.
If they beat them, Kansas City got it. Kansas City dang near got to win out.
If they beat them, Denver mess around, get number 1 seed for playoffs, period. And the division's theirs. I'm rocking with Denver, bro. Bo Nick's about to put on the. Watch, I tell you, bro. Bo Nick's about to show up. What time they
Believe
play?
it when I see it.
405, 425,
425 in Denver.
425, 425. Give me Patrick Mahomes.
Now I ain't gonna lie. If it was prime time, I was taking Patty. If it was,
Patrick Mahomes, the king of the 425, bro.
If it was Sunday night, I mean, apparently not, because Jalen Hurts beat him at 425.
Yeah, he did. That was a nasty one.
I'm just, if it was Sunday night, 8-12, 8-15, give me Patty. But 425 in Denver, yeah, Bo Nix got it.
You're gonna see.
That's everybody final pick.
Who you say, Cole?
No, I said give me Kansas City.
Oh, Kansas City. Okay.
Hey, they must win. They must win. They must win. In a must-win situation, give me Patrick Mahomes. Detroit at Philly to cap off your Sunday night. Who you got?
Where they at?
They at Philly.
Give me Detroit.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm rocking with Amon Ra. I don't like picking against, bro.
Why?
I just really like his game, bro. I've been like, I mean, for the longest, I've been like one of the most consistent saying like Amon Ra's top 5 receiver in the NFL. Like everybody be looking at me like I'm crazy when I say that, but like
you have said that since I've known you.
Yeah, for a long time. Like I don't like picking against, bro. So like I'm rocking with Detroit.
You don't like picking against who?
Amon Ra.
Oh, okay.
Like I think Detroit gonna beat them.
I think the main thing, you just don't know what you're gonna get from Philly offense. I really can't pick them when you playing against an offense as electric as Detroit. Their defense could be about even, give or take, but I know who offense playing better right now, so I'm rolling with Detroit.
I think we do know what we're gonna get from Philly's offense, though. It's either gonna be we scrape out a win or we decide to use all our weapons and we look really good.
True.
Give me Detroit. I don't like AJ Brown on Jakey Rondo podcast. That was nasty.
What's wrong with that? My fellow Commanders fan. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with that?
Shout out to Janky. I've been on pod with Janky. I rock with bro. He tough, but that was just optics wise, like
bro.
Optic wise, that was insane. That man said, if you got me on fantasy,
get rid of me.
Get rid of me. That man showed the stats from a Madden game and said these are the only highlights I got on the season
right now. He said this is where I'm getting my joy of playing that right now.
Hey, that's tough. That's tough. That's tough. Give me Detroit. To cap off your Monday night, Dallas and Vegas. Ty?
I'm gonna with y'all.
They in Vegas, you said?
They in Vegas.
Cowboys gonna put on the show.
I'm telling you.
I gonna win for sure. I'm gonna pick y'all.
Yeah, I'm rocking.
Genie might have 100+ yards though, but y'all gonna win.
Oh, he might have 200+. That's.
I don't know about 200+.
He might, depending on what we get out our front seven. He might. If he got Tom, he gets 200.
I think Dallas about to put on like one of them. Like one of them full 41-10. It about to be a show.
Yeah. Yeah. Give me Dallas in Vegas. Jerry at the casino. All that good stuff. Appreciate y'all for rocking with us, man. We got to 2 hours again. We getting busy, y'all. We getting busy. We couldn't get out of like the 113, 117 range. Now we 2 hours a night. Let's do it. I love that. We might start adding an extra day for y'all, man. It is kind of crazy to only be on here on Wednesdays and Fridays. It's kind of wild. Might start adding an extra day. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to share with their mama and all that good stuff. Shout out to the guys, man. Shout out to Ty. Shout out to P. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Shout out to the supporters, man. Appreciate all y'all for rocking with us on this Good Friday night. We gonna bring picks and friends back the real way. I just Ty, we gotta start remembering to do that like during the week. It'd be kind of crazy to like remember to do it on Friday. Like, oh, it's picks and friends. And yeah, we gotta start hitting people like early in the week so they start pulling up on Fridays.
For sure.
P, where all of the homies at, man? Hey.
Man,
It's slow.
all I see is I showed up to class, man. Press call my name. I say here.
Hey, I'm gonna send you the paperwork, brother. I'm gonna send you the paperwork. We're gonna do it the right way. Appreciate you showing love and pulling up, man. I ain't even look, y'all. Peace supporting the vision, man. I ain't even tell him he was coming tonight. I sent him the link. He said I'm about to pull up.
About to pull up straight off to travel.
Straight off the travel.
Travel.
Straight off the travel. P, we ain't get a game in this year, bro. What's up? What we got going on? We not catching a game this year, bro?
I mean, what's up?
Let's find one. Let's find one.
What's up? What we doing?
We gotta find one.
We can do that.
All right,
hey, I'm close to Dallas. I can pull up.
I gotta figure out if I'm gonna make my way down.
No, I don't
mind for the year out.
I had fun last time. Oh my, going back. You know what
right. Even if it's not the Ravens out there,
it is what it is.
Hey, nah, it's definitely a party at AT&T, ain't it?
Win or lose,
win, lose or draw, it's a party. It don't matter.
You lit. So whether it's the Ravens or not, count me in.
For sure. We might have to get something in before the season out. We'll look at the schedule and see what we can make happen. Ty, we might have to. Ty, we might have to do that. We might have to do that end of the season Commanders joint. That's always, you know what I'm saying, that last week of the season. We might have to do that joint. They come up to DC. When they come, I think it's yeah. I don't know about that one. That's not gonna work. It's Christmas Day.
Yeah.
It's not gonna work.
Christmas Day. That's
that's a tough one. It's a tough one, but we'll figure it out. Nonetheless, man, appreciate everybody for rocking with us. We getting up out of here. Good 2-hour show, man. Cut it up, get out the videos and stuff. Y'all share with y'all people, man. Send it to the group chat, send it to your friends. We out.